Mrs. Roberts, can you please call the matter?
Thank you, President Saunders. Caribbean Court of Justice, appellate jurisdiction, an appeal from the Court of Appeal of Belize, delivery of decision in CCJ Appeal BZCV2 of 2022 between Jeffrey Sersland, MD, Seferino Paz Jr., and St. Matthew's University School of Medicine Limited. The members of the delivery panel are Mr. Justice Saunders, President, and the presiding judge.
Good morning, Counsel.
Mr. Justice Witt.
Good morning, Counsel.
Madam Justice Rajnathli.
Good morning, Counsel.
Mr. Justice Burgess.
Good morning, Counsel.
May we have the appearances, please? Thank you.
Good morning. May it please the court, Nadia Chiesa and Daryl Bradley appearing for the appellants, Jeffrey Sersland, MD, and Seferino Paz Jr.
Good morning, Your Honors. If it pleases the court, Eliana Swift on behalf of the respondent, St. Matthew's University School of Medicine Limited.
Good morning again, Counsel. I want to apologize for the absence of Justice Jamadar. He unfortunately is unable to sit with us today. The bench, we've reached a decided view on this matter, on the outcome. Our reasons in full will be given at a later date, but we thought that because we had arrived at a consensus on how this appeal should be disposed, we should give our order at this time. And I would ask Madam Justice Rajnathli to read that order.
Thank you very much, President. Today, the Caribbean Court of Justice allows the appeal of the appellants, Dr. Jeffrey Sersland and Mr. Seferino Paz Jr., against the decision of the Court of Appeal of Belize in this matter. The Court of Appeal had decided in a judgment dated the 27th of November 2018 that the appellants could not bring an action for the appointment of an inspector to investigate the affairs of St. Matthew's University School of Medicine Limited, the respondent company, pursuant to Section 110(1)(b) of the Companies Act, Chapter 250, because they held less than 1/10 of the issued shares of the company. This court is of the view that the Court of Appeal erred in its interpretation of Section 110(1)(b) of the Companies Act. Full reasons for the court's decision will be given in due course. The court accordingly allows the appeal and sets aside the judgment of the Court of Appeal. The court orders, pursuant to Section 110 of the Companies Act, that an inspector be appointed by a judge of the Supreme Court, identified by the Chief Justice, and on such terms as the said judge of the Supreme Court shall stipulate, to investigate the affairs of the respondent company. The inspector shall submit a written report to the said judge of the Supreme Court. The appellants shall bear the fees and costs of the inspector. In relation to costs, the court orders that the respondent company shall pay the appellant's costs in the courts below, to be agreed by the parties or in default, to be decided in accordance with the Supreme Court Civil Procedure Rules 2005. As to costs before this court, the court orders that the respondent company shall pay to the appellants costs calculated in accordance with Rule 17.15 3B of the Caribbean Court of Justice Appellate Jurisdiction Rules 2021. The court thanks the appellant's counsel, Ms. Nadia Chiesa and Mr. Daryl Bradley, as well as the respondent's counsel, Ms. Eliana Swift, for their submissions and assistance to the court. Thank you so much, President.
Thank you, Justice Rajnathli. We will within another day or two at the most, have this order drawn up in a form that would allow it to be implemented as soon as possible. And as I said, the full reasons of the court, and the decision of the court is unanimous, the full reasons of the court will be issued in due course. But the order, which can be implemented and should be implemented as soon as practicable, will be made available to you within another day or two. Is there anything from council?
Nothing from us. Thank you very much.
Nothing from us also, Your Honor. Thank you.
Well, thank you both. And this court now stands adjourned. I'll ask Ms. Thomas Roberts to close the proceeding.
Thank you, President Saunders. Thank you, Mr. Justice Witt. Thank you, Madam Justice Rajnath-Lee. Thank you, Mr. Justice Bridges. Thank you, Council, and thank you to the staff of the Caribbean Court of Justice. This court now stands adjourned. Good day to all. Thank you.